We'll leave it like this. We'll leave it like this. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, folks. And we're back, folks. Oop, phone vibrates.
Didn't you just tell me a minute before we started, yo, is your phone on vibrate?
I fucked up. I'm sorry. I screwed up.
Damn! Trying to calm me down.
Welcome back, everyone. It's been a while, we know, and we apologize. First things first, we want to wish you a happy new year, and we hope you had a great festive season, Christmas season, holiday season, whatever the hell you politically correct freaks call it these days.
Word.
Welcome back to another episode of Pharaoh's Halftime, the first in 2020. I'm Anton. This is my co-host and best friend, Antonio.
Nice to see you again,
And
sir.
we want to welcome you guys. Antonio, how have you been? It's been a while. Let's update the folks. What have you been up to these days?
I got a wedding in May, man. I've been freaking busy, and I've been working, and it's just been busy times. But it's a new year. I feel good about this year.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Good.
Every day is a blessing, to be
It
honest.
is.
I'm
It
not
is.
trying to go preacher right now, but it's good to be back on Ferris Halftime.
It is.
I
It
miss
is.
y'all. I don't know if y'all missed us, but it's gonna happen right now. Anton, how you been?
Been good. Been working a lot. Started lifting again.
Nice.
So that's going for me.
Do you even lift, bro?
I do now.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm trying to gain back the 20 pounds I lost in the summer of 2018, which is a very tumultuous time, but we learn and we rise from our faults and mistakes.
Key word that you said, Anton. That was 2018. 2 years ago.
I know, I lost my
See
weight.
you around that
Yeah.
year. 2020.
I know.
Can't believe it.
It's the year of the Zach.
It's the year of the Zacks. I like it. Zack Attack. Yam Patrol's coming back.
Nope. I buried that Zach in Cancun. He ain't coming back. He's gonna be a good boy in Vegas.
Go bongo, go bongo.
Shout out.
Shout out to our boy Derek. Where you at, Derek?
Like a bow.
Oh man, what are we gonna start with, man? Let's start with. We mentioned the year 2020.
Yep.
We're past the 2010s. Why don't we do an episode on the decade?
A decade
How's
in
that?
review episode? I like that.
A decade
Let's start with
in
a decade in
review.
review. I'm going to start off by saying it's been a good decade. Even though there were times where it was very tumultuous, it's been a very good decade for Chelsea Football Club. Won the Champions League, won 3 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups, and a League Cup. Two FA Cups, excuse me, and the League Cup. And we won, I think, a Community Shield in there, and 2 Europa Leagues. So, very trophy-laden, very thankful. We've seen a lot of good players, a lot of bad players, like Papi Djelabuji or Michael Hector. We don't talk about those.
I don't even know who those people are.
Yep, you look at it was a season from hell, and we had some bright spots, and now we top off the end of the decade
With the youngsters.
With the youngsters, who could be, it could be the beginning of something special, the beginning of the new guard, or club legends back as manager. We're starting off. I'm very hopeful for the 2020s, for the Roaring 20s.
Spurs, on the other hand, I don't even know how to describe their decade because, like, their first half of the decade was Second half of the decade, we much improved under Pochettino when he got appointed. And now we got Jose Mourinho, and it's just been an absolute roller coaster. And unfortunately, we racked no trophies in 2010s. Our last trophy was the Carling Cup, when it used to be called the Carling Cup, now it's called the Carabao Cup, in 2008. Can you believe that?
Okay.
But I have hope that this decade and under Mourinho, we will break that freaking curse and show how good we are, because he's a winner, man.
He is.
And we
He is a
signed
winner.
a winner, so I think he's gonna implement that on our squad. But we can talk all day about Spurs and,
Yeah.
and Chelsea. But how about I ask you, what do you think your team of the decade is? Because there's been so many consistent performers over the past 2010s. There's been players that only played during the first half, and then players that played in the second half. So, give me from goalie to forward, if you have it in mind.
All right.
Because I think I have mine in mind.
Goalie is easy. Has to be Neuer.
I agree.
The
I
most-
thought you were gonna go for somebody else.
Who do you think I was gonna go for?
I thought you were gonna say Oblak or like Ter
No.
Stegen. But he's been the most consistent.
He's
ever
been the
since,
most
like,
consistent. Won a
last
World
few
Cup.
years,
Won a Champions League. Won his all titles in Germany. So he's been the most consistent goalkeeper of the decade. He's fallen on tough times, but it's not his fault. It's the human body.
Yeah.
He's
the hand fracture? I think it was.
It was the leg fracture.
Leg.
It was the leg fracture, and he's just been not the same, but he's getting back up there. He's getting back in form. It's just like sometimes our bodies react differently from injuries. But for me, it's been Neuer. He's been the most consistent.
I agree.
To center backs, I would go with Virgil van Dijk.
Interesting, even though he's just popped up on the scene for the past like 2-3 years.
The impact he's made is tremendous.
Wow, I did not expect you to say that.
The impact he's made is tremendous. He was implanted in a Liverpool backline that was very, very shaky and very, very questionable, and he created a fortress out of it. So it's got to be Virgil.
Yep.
I'm going with a back three, mind you.
Oh, you hit us with the formation, whatever.
Yeah.
Style
So I'm going with a back three.
Interesting. Mm-hmm.
So that he would be Virgil would be my mid center back.
Okay, like the right in the middle.
Yes.
Okay, to control everything.
Yeah.
I like that.
My left center back, call me biased, JT,
John Terry.
captain, leader, legend. Even though he hasn't been playing, he didn't play the.
When did he retire? 2017.
Yeah, he didn't play the rest of the season. The beginning of the season, he was very, very tremendous, very, very like impactful in the back line.
Interesting.
He was there. Like he knows how to lead. He knows how to command. He was there. He was there when Chelsea picked up the Champions League, the last Premier Leagues.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing he didn't pick up with them was the FA Cup and the second Europa League under Antonio Conte.
Yeah.
So for me, JT. My third center back, I'm gonna hit you with this one, Thiago Silva.
Wow, interesting.
Most consistent.
Wow.
Just because he's very, very consistent.
I have some different ones, but I'm glad that Thiago Silva.
No one talks about him.
Is a very interesting pick.
He's
he's been very consistent.
He played in different leagues.
Yeah.
He played. I'm still convinced.
Like AC Milan, PSG.
Yeah. I'm convinced that it's very. If Thiago Silva was in that back line during that Brazil game, it would be a very, very different story.
Very interesting.
A very, very different story.
I like your back three. That's interesting. That's different than mine.
Yep.
And I'm surprised you didn't mention one person, but I'll get to him when I name mine.
Right wing back or right back or whatever you want to call it. Dani Alves.
Okay, there you go. I was afraid that you were gonna exclude him.
No, Dani Alves. He played
freaking man.
Barca.
Sevilla.
No, he played Sevilla in the 20s. No, he was.
Maybe it was even before that.
Barca, Juve,
PSG.
Man's been all there.
Yep.
And he led Brazil to win the Copa America. He was the captain. If you were to tell me 5 years ago that Dani Alves would be captain and lead Brazil to win a Copa America, I'd call you crazy. I'd ask if you're on crack.
Yeah, because he's
crazy.
Yeah.
But never changed Dani Alves.
It's a good crazy.
Yeah, but never changed Dani Alves. He's brought smiles to the faces of people. Go on his Instagram if you're feeling down. He'll make you laugh.
He had a little skit with Tamer Hosni. I don't know if you know. Tamer Hosni is like a very famous Egyptian singer.
If we go back to before 2015, that's when Tamer Hosni was good. Now he's like techno boy and shit. I don't like that.
One of his new songs was like bringing it back.
Okay.
And Dani Alves like met up with him in Egypt or whatever, and like they were going over the song, and he was singing in Arabic and stuff. I don't know if you saw the clip.
I want to see it now.
Yeah,
we'll post it on.
عايزين نولع الدنيا نولع الدنيا عايزين نولع الدنيا عايزين نولع الدنيا.
Left center back, it's very
left wing back.
Left wing back, excuse me. Very, very hard to come to one.
No, that's easy, bro. That's an easy guess.
It'd probably have to be Jordi Alba.
Wow, I did not expect you to say that, but okay.
I hate Barca, but Jordi Alba, he's up there for me.
Interesting. I'll name mine.
Alright.
Jordi Alba is just as good as the player that I'm going to mention, but go for it.
Alright.
Now, that was a 5? What are you going to go, 5-2-3 or 5-3-2?
5-3-2.
Okay. Who are your mids?
My mids? N'Golo Kante.
Wow! Oh my god, okay.
N'Golo Kante, he's just been tremendous.
He is.
Tremendous for France, tremendous for everyone.
Yeah.
My other center back, well, he would play more of an attacking role. Lionel Messi.
Okay.
Alright.
So like a attacking midfielder Messi.
Attacking midfielder. Kind of a Kaká role.
And who's next to Kante?
I'm torn. Really torn. Between Toni Kroos.
Okay. Very good pick. There's too many good players out there.
No. Between Toni Kroos and Cesc Fabregas.
Wow, you gotta include a lot of Chelsea players.
Well, Cesc played on Barca and Arsenal during 2022.
That's true. But to be the team of the decade, man, I can name so many better midfielders.
Okay.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
Okay, no,
your team.
I'll do different than Cesc Fabregas.
No, pick up.
I'll do different than Cesc Fabregas. I'm trying to think right now. I can't think for some reason. Who had a tremendous? Paul Pogba
Okay, I like that.
came onto the scene. He blew up. Him and N'Golo Kante, the rocks in midfield.
All right, I like that.
So Lionel
Different.
Messi, Lionel Messi would play that sort of attacking, free range
Yeah.
Hazard role. I would put Hazard on there, but it's too hard because
You got two up top, which is
You got-
probably Ronaldo.
it's got to be
No
Ronaldo. He's the
question.
goat. He's the goat. He's better than Messi in my opinion.
Okay.
He's won. He won a title for Portugal.
Yeah, he did.
Messi didn't win a title for Argentina. They gave him fudge all.
Yeah,
And Robert Lewandowski.
very good pick.
It was between him or Suarez, but Suarez had injury spell. Well, Lewandowski, he must have great conditioning.
Yeah.
He's been just playing and banging in goals left
He
and right.
has.
So it's a very tough. My bench, however, would be obviously Eden Hazard.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Patrice Evra.
Okay, a very interesting pick.
Drogba,
Nice.
just because what he did for Chelsea. Mo Salah.
Gotta throw the Egyptian there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta.
I gotta get another center back in there. Giorgio Chiellini. And for goalkeeper, I'd most likely put Alisson.
I'm okay with that.
He had a meteoric rise.
I'm okay with that. Very interesting.
Yeah,
That's a solid team,
it is.
but I think my team will beat your team.
All right, go for it.
I agree with Neuer in goal. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
No arguments. I'll probably go with a back four, and have the same Dani Alves as a right back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have two different center backs though. One person you mentioned and one person you didn't mention at all. I really like Chiellini because I think he's been solid throughout and he's done a lot for Italy and Juve and all this stuff.
Yeah,
And obviously I have to pair him up with Sergio Ramos. Even though he's dirty and all this stuff, if you actually watch him play the game, he intercepts everything.
it's a master of the dark arts.
He is an amazing defender. Yes, he's dirty tackler and stuff, but when he gets his tackles on point, it's on point. He's a good passer. He scores goals in the 90th minute to save Real Madrid in that horrible final that I want to talk about. So him and Ramos and Chiellini would be my center backs.
Mm-hmm.
Left back that you didn't even mention, Marcelo.
Wow, I forgot about Marcelo.
Come on, bro. Marcelo is fucking the left back of the freaking decade.
Yeah.
The midfield three. Poof, this is so hard. I'd probably throw Modric in there,
Mm-hmm.
just because he was on Spurs, a little bit biased too, and what he did for Croatia and Real. I would probably throw Sergio Busquets in there.
All right.
Because he's very he's not the typical household name.
Yeah.
But again, if you watch him play by play, his interceptions, he doesn't give the ball away.
Yeah.
He really does not give the ball away. And with him, I'd probably have to go with, oh my god, I don't even know. I might have to go Iniesta.
All right.
Iniesta, man. He's done it all. Champions League, he's a World Cup in 2010 winner. I don't know if that counts as the decade or not, but I think there's so many good players. I'm thinking even David Silva, because he's been so good. But let me go with Busquets, Iniesta, and Modric.
All right. Front three.
It has to be Messi on the right, Ronaldo on the left. Now the striker. I'm in between three, and one of them is leading. There's this one thing that happened that's gonna make me say this player. I'm in between Suarez, Lewandowski, and I think the person that I'm gonna pick is Aguero.
I don't even want to pick that devil. He's the devil.
Why? Just because of that one moment where he snatched the title away from Manchester United, and we all know it. Martin Tyler going crazy
Five here, Balotelli, Aguero!
Who's not going to remember that in this decade?
To me, Aguero is like Paul Pierce. Aguero to Chelsea is like Paul Pierce was for the Knicks. the devil. I hate him.
Hey man, he scored a shitload of goals against Spurs, but you gotta give the man credit where
I
it's
give him
due.
credit where it's due, and that's
You
a
know?
good team. I think that team would face off for a draw.
Yes, but like, there's so many people that I excluded, like, because you can't. There's
Yeah.
only 11.
Yeah,
I was even gonna. I forgot what year he retired, but I was gonna even throw Carlos Puyol in the back line.
Yeah,
Because he's
He's
better than Kellini.
he retired relatively early in the 2010s though.
Yeah, so like I didn't want to include him.
Yeah.
He was probably like 2011 or 2012.
2013, I think it was 2013 or 2014.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's my team of the year.
All right, your top 3 managers of the year. We're running on time, but
What time
we're
we
in
got?
15 minutes. We're in 15 minutes, but my
Top
3
3 managers. Hit
Yep.
me with it.
Mourinho,
Okay, definitely.
Klopp,
Oh, definitely.
and Jupp Heynckes.
Your Pinkins. Wow, nice. I definitely agree with the first two. Mourinho, Klopp. You have to say Pep. You have to say Pep. You guys decide for yourselves, but he's won it all everywhere, and I get it.
Yeah.
That he's been on Manchester City. He's been
But
on
hear
Bayern.
me
He's
out,
been
hear
on
me out.
Barca. I want him to go to like an AC Milan and rebuild.
Hear me out, but Pep inherited super teams.
He did. He did.
I
But
can't-
the
I guess
win
why I can't-
ratio's there.
But
The
he
trophies are
inherited-
there.
He went to teams with money. I'm sorry.
I'm just going off of the
These
numbers.
other guys rebuilt teams.
True. I was even gonna say Poch because like
Yeah.
what a transformation that he made Spurs into a freaking mid-table team to a Champions League final team.
I guess.
So that's a crazy transformation.
All right.
But that was our decade of the year of the review.
Decade in review. Tell us if you agree with us. What's it called? Comment what you think we should have done
We
differently.
want some comments, people. We got no comments so far.
And like it and subscribe. Thank you for following us, and hopefully this is the first of many more in 2020.
And at Pharaoh's Halftime 10 on Instagram. Don't forget it, y'all.
All right.
Peace.
Stay blessed, y'all.